Hey, it's Reese Sims, owner of The Gold Zebra, the personal, professional, and business development hub for Gen Y women, and you're watching the very first edition of 4 Simple Steps, where you ask and we answer your questions. On today's episode, we're going to be answering a question from Kristine, all about how to start your blog and how to keep you inspired. So Kristine writes, "Hi Reese, I'm definitely interested in starting a fashion blog, but it's just a matter of finding the right time to start. And I imagine it's something that you need to invest hours and hours into. And right now, I'm a little tied up with work-life balance. What are your tips for keeping up with your content when writing a blog? Looking forward to staying in touch. Keep up the great work, and you're totally inspiring me." Thanks so much, Kristine. So one of my favorite authors right now is Scott Stratton, who wrote on marketing, and he talks a lot about how to stop marketing and start engaging customers, as well as readers for blogs. And one of the main messages that he talks about is how it's important to stop with the meh writing and start with the awesome writing. So only posting when it's absolutely great content, or else people aren't going to share it and you won't be able to build your blog. So while it's easy enough to say to only write when it's awesome, there's 4 simple steps that you can follow in order to really identify and pare down what you want to write about in your blog, which will help you with your content development and writing in the future, as well as saving time in your busy work-life schedule. So step 1, find your intention. Take a step back and really evaluate why you want to be writing your blog in the first place. In the case of Kristine wanting to write a fashion blog, is it because you want to become an internet celebrity? Do you want to be the authority on fashion? Do you want to simply write something that your friends can interact with online? Or do you want to actually build a following? By taking a step back and finding what your intention is for starting the blog in the first place, you'll really be able to define how big you want your audience and scope to be, and this will help you to better develop the awesome content. Step 2, only write when you're inspired. There's no golden rule that's telling all of the bloggers in the universe exactly how many days or how many hours they need to spend on writing their blog. You do not need to spend hours and hours writing unless you want to. If you have something to write that's small every day, that's fantastic. If you don't, it's no problem as well. Something is better than nothing as long as you're feeling inspired when you write it and happy with the outcome of the post. And in the realm of fashion, maybe you won't even need to write at all. One of my friends, Allison, who is the blogger for Styling My Life, does an amazing job with posting photos of her outfits every week, and she dedicates time to do 2 to 3 posts a week of her fashion forward outfits. I personally can't get enough of the site. I love looking at the visuals, and it's another outlet instead of words to creatively express yourself online. Number 3, determine your niche. Now, this doesn't need to be figured out right away. You may not know exactly what you want to write about in fashion. Maybe it's upcoming trends, and maybe that's a bit too big for you. Or maybe you want to write specifically about a type of fabric that you absolutely cannot get enough of. When you first start your blog, it's okay to not know exactly what your niche is. But by interacting with the readers and understanding what they like and dislike, what's getting views and what's not getting views, that's going to help you generate content for your readers, as well as save you time with not writing posts that aren't being read very often. And by narrowing your scope, there's, again, no rule saying that you can't widen it again afterwards if you find that you need to expand or are running out of content. But by narrowing it in the first place, this is really going to help you define exactly what you want to write about and help you to stay on track with writing posts with intention, like we said in rule number 1. Step number 4, pull content from your life. You know yourself best and what your likes and dislikes are, what you're passionate about, and what you absolutely detest. And you might as well pull on content and real life tangible things that you see day to day in order to generate content, because those are things that you're going to be passionate about writing about. One thing that I definitely suggest that I carry around with me in my purse is I always have a little notebook. So if there's anything that inspires me, anything creative that I see on the spot that I know I want to write about later, I just jot it down, and at the end of the month take a look back at the different things in order to be inspired to write new blog posts. So this really helps me to, again, recall these memories that I may have forgotten. So the 4 steps again are: find your intention, determine your niche, write when you're inspired, and pull content from your everyday life. Take an hour or two to really evaluate what you want your niche to be, what your intentions are behind the blog, And most importantly, just start. Get going on it. Register that WordPress domain or domain name. Take that first step. The first step is always the hardest to starting a project. And by consciously making this effort to establish the name and register it for yourself, you're going to be that much closer to starting your own blog, building your own followership, and building that online presence. If you like this video, give it the thumbs up and subscribe to the Gold Zebras channel, as well as share it on social media. And of course, get involved in the discussions and share your tips on how to start your blog or what you found successful with your fashion blogs at thegoldzebra.com. Now, if you're looking for a little bit of extra motivation on your Mondays, definitely subscribe to our e-newsletter. It will be dropping into your inboxes every Monday, and we'll be providing you with motivational quotes, comfort zone challenges, business advice, as well as insights from experts on creating a purposeful personal and business life of plenitude. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I look forward to seeing your advice and tips on thegoldzebra.com.